1,000 of things to say lived inside her chest, but she carried them like stones. Every morning, she woke up with words sitting on her tongue, heavy and trembling. She wanted to speak, but silence had become her habit. Silence felt safer than the truth. Silence had never disappointed anyone. She walked through life like someone trying not to break anything, including herself. People thought she was calm. People thought she was strong. They didn't know she was simply surviving. They didn't know every unspoken thought echoed inside her louder than any scream. She spent years learning how to stay quiet. She learned it every time someone told her, "Don't make it a big deal." She learned it every time her feelings were brushed aside. She learned it every time she spoke and someone laughed. So she stopped speaking. She grew up believing her emotions were too heavy for the world. She believed her truth was something people wouldn't understand. But one evening she sat by her window, watching the sky burn with sunset colors. She felt something shift. Maybe it was the way the light softened the world. Maybe it was the way silence suddenly felt suffocating instead of safe. Maybe it was the way her heart whispered, "You can't live like this forever." She remembered all the times she wanted to say, "This hurts me." All the times she wanted to say, "I need you." All the times she wanted to say, "Please don't leave." All the times she wanted to say, "I'm not okay." 1,000 words, locked behind 1,000 fears. But something inside her finally asked, when did fear become the author of your life? She imagined herself years from now, still quiet, still holding everything in. She felt tears rise, not because of pain, but because of wasted time. She realized silence had protected others more than it protected her. She had been kind to everyone except herself. She breathed deeply for the first time in months. She realized her voice mattered, her truth mattered, her feelings mattered. The world wouldn't end if she spoke. The wrong people might leave, but the right ones would stay. So she started small. She whispered a sentence into the air. "I deserve to be heard." It felt strange. It felt powerful. It felt like opening a window in a room that had been locked for years. The next day, she told someone, "I'm tired." A tiny truth, but it was hers. She watched how the sky didn't fall. She watched how the world didn't break. She watched how honesty felt lighter than silence. She realized the weight she carried was never her emotions. It was holding them in. She kept going. She told someone, "That hurt me." She told someone, "I need space." She told someone, "I care about you." Each sentence felt like peeling a layer off the old version of herself. She discovered something powerful. Once you start speaking, the world feels less sharp. Once you start speaking, the heart feels less crowded. Once you start speaking, you'll learn who truly sees you. Her voice grew steadier, not louder. She didn't need to shout. She just needed to stop disappearing. And slowly, she realized something breathtaking. The moment you choose honesty over fear, you reclaim your life. She understood now why she had held back. Not because she was weak, not because she was broken, but because she cared too deeply, too much. Her silence was never emptiness. It was love without a place to rest. And now her voice would be that place. She learned to speak even when her hands shook. She learned to choose herself even when it felt unfamiliar. She learned that real strength is not silence. Real strength is saying the words you were once afraid to say. As the days passed, she felt lighter. Her heart no longer felt like a room full of unsent letters. She wasn't perfect, but she was honest. She wasn't fearless, but she was brave. She wasn't silent, but she was finally heard. And through her journey, she discovered the truth every quiet soul needs to know. You don't need to say everything, but you must stop saying nothing. The world needs your voice. The world needs your truth. The world needs the version of you that isn't afraid to exist, because 1,000 things to say and 1,000 reasons not to will always exist. But the day you choose to speak is the day you choose to live.